Okay. Alright, I know it's later than usual, but, well, if you caught the first part, what happened earlier today, things didn't work right. It was weird. I don't know. But I think I have a solution. So no more of that nasty slowdown. Alright, so I'll take things from the top. By the way, something I've also fixed is when you save the game, it's supposed to have this little screenshot when it's not at a system save. So before it was, you know, just a black box here and the location. Now it includes a screenshot. I figured out how to make that work. Anyway, let's do this.
Fiora.
Shulk.
She's...
Get it together, Shulk. We ain't got time to be hanging around here. I don't know what's happened to her, but that was Fiora. No doubt about it. You know what that means? She ain't dead. We gotta get her back.
Get her back. Right. We've come too far to give up now.
Then we'll go to Mechonis and find Fiora.
Just beyond there lies Sword Valley. The Mechon flew in the direction of Galahad Fortress. Fiora may be there. Will you pursue, Shulk?
Yes. We will get Fiora back.
Alright. So, yeah, quick summary of what happened last time. We went to Prison Island, found out that what was imprisoned there was a giant named Zanza, who apparently forged the Monado. So he released its full power for us. Metal-Face attacked. A new silver-faced Mechon showed up. Revealed to be piloted by Fiora? So she's not dead. Like Ryan said. Now, on our way back to Sword Valley, where the Mechon have their forward base of operations, Fiora, who has no memories, tried to approach Shulk, and then Metal-Face showed up, and surprise, Metal-Face is piloted by Mumkar. Dunban's other brother-in-arms from the intro of the game. Then Fiora was taken away by a golden Mechon.
What the...
And said, "Come to Mechonis.
He's
You're
already
always welcome
found.
there."
Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch.
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems... unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look. That flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being... drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether. Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
So, yeah. What happened the first time I tried to stream earlier today is when I got here, I would just get slow down. Like every few seconds, like the frame rate would drop to about half of what it should be. And it was really annoying, and I tried my best to deal with it. But I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I decided to just scrap that whole experience and look into some solutions. And I think I got something. It's a pretty silly solution, but it seems to be working.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress, the frontline base of the Mekon. The Mekon that attacked Bionis must all come from here.
Then there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mekon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mekon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now.
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Alright, and if you're curious what the solution was, all I had to do, apparently, was go into Dolphin and mess with the emulated CPU clock speed. So I kicked that up a whole bunch. Since this game does not have, what you call it, a CPU-dependent frame rate, variable frame rate, I guess, is the proper terminology. Works just fine.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mekon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
Oh, one thing I should talk about real quick, because that pop-up reminded me. I did get 4th skill tree branches for Ryan, Dunban, and Ricky. Ryan's is pretty good. A lot of haste, a lot of double attack. Tops off with filling his talent gauge whenever he takes damage. Dunban's big thing is, well, it's mostly for improving his defense and survivability and all that. The big key, though, is he gets to learn to wear heavyweight armor, and when you link that to someone else, it actually only costs 15 affinity coins instead of 30 if you take it from Ryan or Sharla. So that's a big one. And then Ricky, he gets well, his Sender branch here, Vivacity, gives you bonuses, a lot of bonuses during daylight. These give you even bigger bonuses during the night. So increased strength, reduced cooldown, and increased experience. I'm keeping it here so I can get that better chance of gold chests, because those are always really good. That should cover it for now. I've got to talk to Dixon one more time.
Hey there. Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mekon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mekon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mekon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mekon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And a face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end.
Nice scenario.
Although, perhaps there are still things to be learned from having them challenge the boy.
Don't worry, you barely missed anything. My first attempts at streaming today were mired in all kinds of technical issues. So much slowdown. I tried changing all kinds of settings, which just caused all kinds of problems. But now I think I finally got it. So, yeah. Take two. Alright, before I continue on, though, I do want to get some equipment. The Goldface is good too. What else? Oh, since this is Take-Two, I should mention that these anti-Mechon weapons can deal damage to Mechon without the need of the Monado's enchantments. So, it's good to have for this area. Although I'm not going to give one to Sharla or Melia because, well, Melia shouldn't really be doing too much in the way of physical attacking anyway. Except to topple, which will still work just fine. And Sharla, basically the same deal. I do want to go around and make sure everyone gets armor upgrades too. Can have that. And Brave Shoes for Dunban. For Shulk. I guess I could get some Brave Gloves for Melia and get kind of a mishmash going on. Why not? Major upgrades. I mean, the thing about the anti-Mechon weapons is that it looks like, for the most part, they're kind of weaker than what I already have. I mean, 290 to 450 compared to 290... Okay, so that's not that much. But it does come with also like significant reduction in defense and even block rate, but you know what? It's also fine for just for this area. So I don't feel obligated to keep Shulk in the party. Let's see, what did I pick up? Heavy, oh no. Get those, and there we go. Mostly, I just like the heavy armor look for Sharla. Don't at me. Yeah, the one gem slot thing is kind of a problem. That's the other reason why I'm not giving getting one for Melia, because then I'd have to sacrifice like 50 points of Electric Plus, and that's too much to give up. So I'm not going to. Although I do have to transfer these gems, I suppose. See, that would be a good fit. Just color-wise. If it weren't for having to lose those gems, too. I don't know why they can't give me slotted ether, or... not ether, slotted amethyst armor. Video game. So rude. Who else? Ricky got... No, does Ricky? Ricky doesn't. Dunban does. Now, Dunban has proper shoes and not sandals. Okay. That should be good enough. Oh, right. Equip that. And equip that. And good enough. Alright. God, I can't tell you, though, how much better I feel now that I'm not getting, like, 50% drops in speed every few seconds. Feels so nice to play the game at the speed it's meant to be played. I can feel okay with running around and actually, like, kind of exploring this region. Because as you might imagine, when I couldn't figure out what the deal was, I decided I would try to power through it and just run straight through and ignore all the enemies, which may or may not be a problem, only because enemies are starting to catch up with me in terms of level. So, you know, can't just run by them without drawing aggro. The big guy there, I think I'm going to leave alone, though. So I should actually go around the other side. I mean, I think it's only level 52 or something like that, but him big. And I remember in the past trying to take that thing on, even at, you know, at the same level. You gotta have a good strategy in mind, good party loadout setup, and I don't remember if I have that. So, I'm just not gonna bother. I am gonna beat this thing up, though, because I can.
No matter the enemy. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quick.
Look at that.
Reflection, manifest.
Now it's right time.
Spear break. No way. How is that possible?
Melia!
Forget about it.
Everyone misses
Yeah, there you go.
My thanks.
Get dunked on.
powering up.
My rifle's getting hotter. No! No way!
Eat this! Now it's right
No
time.
way! Ryan, you did it!
Love it.
Was that the handiwork of Ryan? Summon!
Eat this!
Rocket!
I'm powering up.
Flare! Impulse! Reflection! No way!
Eat this!
Energy steal, that's rude. Probably.
Child's
Oh,
play.
god damn it.
Bring it on!
Is that the handiwork of Ryan? Ryan, you did it!
I'm powering up.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh.
Pay it no heed!
Everyone misses sometimes. Eat this! Charlotte, with you around, I fight quick.
No way!
Alright, let's see. I think I can... Oh.
I'm powering up.
Charlotte's got to cool off.
I won't miss next time.
Charlotte! What's done is done. Move on.
Sometimes these things happen. Thanks.
Eat this! Now it's
No
right
way!
time.
Okay. Sword drive this thing.
Looks like this place is going easy on us.
Good thing
I love a Magnum Charge sword drive. Who
We
wouldn't?
cannot be reckless.
Amethyst gear without a slot. Who cares? Stellar armor with a slot. I care. Alright, I think I'm gonna slap that on the Shulk. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And where's that other quick step gem? Nope. Nope. You.
Alley-oop.
Alright, now do I have to unlock this one? Oh no, it looks fine. It's green and lit up. Ah, there we go.
Go for this one.
Understood.
Go for this one.
Understood.
Now.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Oh,
Now it's right time.
so smooth.
I'm turning up the heat.
Don't give him an inch, Rhyme. Summon Bolt. Good to go.
Wow,
Summon Aqua. Summon. Everyone ready for a chain attack? I am prepared.
Powering up. Oh yeah, baby.
Rhyme. That was a beauty. Inspiring. I shall do my best too.
Leave it to Rhyme.
Oh yeah. Brave Top. I think that can go on to Melia. Oh yeah, that huge jump in ether defense. And where is that ether up? There it is. You know, I'm just gonna do it for the fashion. There we go. It's not a perfect match, but it's awfully close. It's in the same ballpark as far as color schemes go. So we'll just roll with it.
Now it's right time.
Alright.
Copy. Now.
Bring it on. I'm powering up.
No way. Healing Aqua.
Alright. Got this.
Now it's right time. Sword drive. Eat this.
No way. Summon Flare.
Come on. Beat.
Now.
I'm powering up.
My rifle's getting hotter. Okay. Kill round.
Now it's
Oh,
One.
okay.
Okay.
A little bit slow down again, but
Feel the ether. Building
it's fine.
going down. Let's not lose our heads, though.
I see your strength is the genuine article.
Hell yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, that's good actually. I want that. Because there should be
This will
a
be
surprise
breeze.
quest. There it is.
Things are really heating up.
Sherlock, fire it up.
This time I can actually take the time to do it.
I'm turning up the heat.
Ryan, I suggest you keep your
Powering up. Now it's right time.
Now.
Magnum charge.
Summon.
All right, we can do it.
Looks like it's no problem.
Oh boy.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Powering up.
This party kind of sucks though.
Now the handiwork of Ryan.
By which I mean,
You did it.
I think Charlotte's dragging the party down. Sad to say.
Everyone ready for it? Things are really heating up. May your aim be true, Charlotte.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Magnum charge! Get him, Melia!
Leave it to me. Now, hit the ether is flowing through.
Oh,
Bravo.
god damn it.
Oh, bravo.
Nicely done. Going down.
Summon copy.
I messed that one up. Yeah,
Child's play.
Mine. I'd expect
it happens.
Keep it up.
Also, welcome.
Not long now.
Let us keep
Now it's right time. Eat this.
Summon flare. No way. Flare impulse. That's all. No way.
Eat this.
Summon. This is the last one. I missed.
Dollar.
Next time you will succeed.
Everyone misses sometimes.
Thanks. Fire. No way.
Now it's right time.
Flawless victory.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's get going.
Okay, so let's pick up a slightly more decent party. Let's put Ricky and Dunban in there. That should be fine. But I'm going to play as Dunban. That should be even better. Yeah. I'm feeling that. I really like playing as Dunban, personally.
Don't lose focus.
He's just so good.
Try hard.
He's the hero of Sword Valley. How could I not play him?
Time is now.
Ryan's just the tank. He's the face tank. Which is to say, he tanks enemies using his face.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Alright, so gotta push this button before I forget. Yeah, it is still pretty funny to me that Ricky has so much HP. Like you kind of have to screw it up, to be honest, but you can easily have Ricky's HP outclass Ryan's. And that is very funny to me. Alright, let's take out Prudent Person for that
Don't lose focus.
surprise quest.
Leave it to Ryan.
The time is now.
Oh wait, I should have saved that. Oh well. Alright.
I'll cut you over.
Hit upon beat enemy good.
Alright, is that from behind? That looks like from behind. Sneaky. Oh, that's from the front. Oops.
Slow, Rhine.
Yeah! Ryan time! Everyone, let's keep... Yeah, well played.
Ricky was cool, yes?
Alright.
Just like old times.
Ricky
Just look at that.
Powering up.
Just
Alright, we can do it.
kicking the crap out of this guy. Oh wait, I'm an adult. I'm beating the shit out of this guy.
Bring it on.
Against the odds. We choose to fight.
You know what? I'm going to double check something. Because I've been hearing that before, and I don't know what that is. So I'm going to open up the editor, mind the chop, Let's see. Audio output capture. What do you have for me? Give me your properties. Do I have any filters on you? So the voices are delayed, huh? Alright, no filters there. I wonder if I can do like a rendering delay to get the... Yeah, there it is. Render delay. I think the most it can go is 500 milliseconds. Alright. Okay. So yeah, half a second is the most I'm allowed to delay it, but we'll roll with that.
Ricky,
Yeah, that's it!
inspirational.
Get up on very cool. Crush through this.
Now it's right time.
So hopefully that's better, and if not, then that's the best I can do anyway. Alright, Brave Shoes, already got a bunch of those. Frozen Gauntlets, they any good? Eh, whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so my stream software on my end only does that half-second delay, so if that works, then that's good enough for me. We'll give Ryan a new hat. Something that's a bit more... well, a bit less, technically. Yeah, that, I think, is owed to the beauty of just the heavyweight armors in this game. Like, all of them.
Follow my lead.
Leave it to Ryan.
Sidekicks, try hard.
There's also the beauty of Ryan time, you're right.
Who else wants some?
Everyone do good.
Machine Mayhem, that's probably an achievement for beating up a bunch of machines. Good. I'm glad. They're jerks, they deserve it. Who else wants some?
Monster. Hold it, ready, steady, change.
Powering up.
Time is now.
Now it's Ryan's time.
Electric Gutbust! Ricky, don't mess up!
Here, Ricky, go. All fall down, crash, slap. Ryan.
Yeah! Ryan's
We'll do this. Oh. That didn't work quite the way I'd hoped, but it's fine.
Ricky getting serious time.
I'm turning up the heat.
Ricky feel hot. Monster.
Now it's Ryan's time.
The thing about Charla
Super Ricky.
is that I do love her in many ways. She's a great character. It's just that her damage output is really bad. Like, that's all there is to it. She can't throw a punch.
Tough get tough.
I mean, aside from that, I mean, I do like her healing and protective abilities, personally. I like that she can heal everyone in one shot, unlike Ricky's, whose healing is directional. I like that she can just clear debuffs and grant debuff immunity. I like that she has straight up damage protection Like, those are good. I like those. Yeah, that is the downside, is that it does make her rifle get hotter, and then you do have the cooldown, and then she can't really do much to attack. She only has... I mean, most of her attacks are conditional. She's got her Thunderbolt, which is fine for what it is. Except what it is just one move. She can inflict daze, there's that. And then she has Headshot, which does a ton of damage to an enemy that's dazed and may even kill them. I mean... basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is that she's serviceable. It's just that everyone else is kind of better. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with the Fortress unit. The last time I played the game and I came through Sword Valley, I remember trying to tackle a Fortress unit, and I know I'm at about the same level. But I also know, wow, those things are one hell of a fight. So I'm just gonna let sleeping dogs lie. I think that's going to be the winning play here. Wait a second. Did I miss... No. I thought there was another, like, fortress or something or other that... another, surprise quest that was supposed to pop up to get me, like, Orion gloves. But I would have seen it by now if there was. Or rather... if I missed it, I shouldn't have missed it. Because last time I tried this, when I tried this earlier today, I went straight here, and I know I encountered it. Oh well. It's not a big deal. I mean, at most it's going to be, what, a piece of armor that I'm going to replace eventually anyway, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, it does look good. Scary, though, when you think about what it is. Maybe this is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. This is what I thought I missed. Well, now that I'm not plagued by slowdown, I'm definitely going to go for it.
Let's go! Let me at 'em.
Sidekicks, try hard.
Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. Right, don't lose your cool. Now it's right time. I'm powering up.
Alright.
Time is now. I feel my power returning to me. Right behind you, Dumban. Now it's right time. Steel flag! Soaring Tempest! Felt that, huh? Dumban! Nice attack!
Yeah, there we go.
Leave this to me!
Hey, I'll take some pretty electric crystals. Alright, now I want to find the boss here. Oh god. Well, on the plus side, killing an enemy before it before it can do its thing that you get a vision for. It does count as breaking the vision, if you're into that kind of thing. I guess there's nothing to it but to do it. Just weasel on in here and oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait a second, why is everyone asleep? Oh no, this thing has sleep spikes? That's awful. Right, sleep topple spikes is what I meant specifically, but really what I'm saying is bullshit. Okay.
Leave it to Hero Pawn.
Yeah, it did clip through the stairs. I would say don't worry about it.
Gale Slash! More! Hero Pawn beat enemy good. Hero Pawn! Wow! We are at one with the battlefield. Nicely done.
This ain't good. I'm powering up.
Oh no!
What? Born in a world of fire!
Oh wait, whoops. Well, it's fine. Hold on. Come on, Ricky. Get up, Ryan.
Such over-exuberance. Watch yourself, Ricky.
Wait a second. Who healed? Who healed the enemy? You dinguses, didn't you learn your lesson already?
Get a hold of it.
Oh, I kind of wish I had Ryan now, or Shulk. Oh wait, shit.
Leave it to me.
Now if I could just tell Ryan to use his last stand aura.
Let's get him! We need your strength, Ricky. Come on! We need your strength! Amateurish! Done! You copy
Awesome! Leave this to me!
Alright, now we're ready to roll.
Stay focused. You may be right, Ricky.
Ricky shows secret number! Ricky fire Tifa!
Oh. Remember how I said you had to kind of screw up a bit to get Ricky's HP higher than Ryan's? Looks like that's exactly what I've done. Well, it's not a big deal. Oh, snap. Max and Chachi rating. Thanks, Max. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that I finally get to have the new raid alert right in action. Okay, now what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I'm gonna save my Blossom Dance. Worldly Slash. Yeah, so it turns out the solution was to turn up the emulated clock speed. So, I kicked it up to about 150%. Seems to be mostly fine. A little bit of slowdown in, like, the most intense moments of battles, but other than that, perfectly fine. Okay.
Just like old times. Against the odds. We choose to fight. Keep your stinking future.
Ricky, down!
Now!
Ricky shows secret no one's better move!
Come on! Beat!
Yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy that it worked out that well. Blade. What does Blade do? Aura heal. That's not a bad idea. Might slap that onto Dunpan. Yeah, now that things are going more smoothly, I'm taking my time a bit more. And we'll also get to enjoy the cutscenes at their intended speed. So I'm really happy about that part. Let's see. Ooh, those are some juicy upgrades. Didn't I pick up blade boots? No. Is that the only blade thing I picked up? I guess it was. Ryan gloves, that's right, that's what I wanted to put on Ryan, maybe get him a little trimmed up. Actually, how do they look on Charla? Yeah. Put him on Ryan. Okay. Wait. Do I have gloves I can give him? No. Alright. Okay, that's enough mumbling. I think it's time to move on properly. Wait a second, did I get a new follower? I did. I wasn't even paying attention. Probably couldn't hear the alert over the rest of the game. Thank you for the follow. You know, 15 minutes later. Oh, getting a little bit of slowdown again, but... yeah, it's much more manageable. Yeah, no, it's definitely much better. And I'm 99% sure that the slowdown this time is because of too many battle-related particle effects. Don't throw flames at me, that's rude. Woodpecker unit.
Let's press on.
How dare. Okay, so...
Hey, look. Can we get in through there?
It looks as though it's unguarded. It should make for a decent entry point.
Now's our chance, Dunban.
Yes. But don't lower your guard. The Mekon may just be hiding.
Alright. Oh, but I guess first we do have to have the cutscene. Yeah, he does look like a bit of like a pirate, doesn't he? Oh, wait a second. Do I have the kind of hat for it? Oh, I wonder. Maybe I should have bought it while I had the chance. Ricky, you're gonna get the amethyst gear. Oh, you can have that one, actually. I'm gonna put that on the Dunban. And would you look at that? Oh. Now he's even more like a pirate. I'm just gonna put his agility up back on, wherever the hell it is. That looks like the one. So thank you for pointing that out, because otherwise I would have completely forgotten.
I've been waiting for you.
Munka!
How predictable. I knew you were going to come.
How could you? How could you do this to your own kind?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just having the time of my life here. Ain't that the point? I even get to take out that annoying Monado brat.
Oi, Beardy! You're talking pretty tough there. Don't be so sure you can take us all on by yourself.
Come on! I ain't that stupid.
What's that sound?
You scumbag!
Isn't this cutscene so much better without the slowdown?
Boy, think you can do it? Can you kill them all? I wonder who's inside. Who could it be? Your dad? Your mom? Maybe that special someone. Aha! Looks like we have our first contestant. Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
Look, I'm just saying, if I made it this far,
Sansa!
it's fine.
Shala! Look out!
Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
Shulk?
Everyone! Watch out for the green claws! And the other one's spears! There's something different about them.
You catch on quick, boy! You're right, these weapons are special! They were made especially to decompose you Homs! No, wait! Any being from Bionis!
How can that be?
I don't know about all this technical stuff, but it's something to do with that ether. Ether is like the Bionis blood. The fortress sucks its blood out for us. Then we use it to make this green liquid.
You monsters!
Pretty clever, don't you think? This world suits me just fine, Dunban.
Munka, you're gonna pay!
I'm tired of your yapping, Mr. Hero. I'm gonna squish you like a slug, right here where we shared such lovely memories.
Alright, now I'm really ready to kick this guy's ass. Although I do kind of want Shulk in the party, just in case he throws out some talent arts at me. Who can I sacrifice? So I'm gonna sacrifice Ricky. No, wait, no, that's bad. Sacrifice Ryan. Sorry, Ryan.
Stay focused. All together now. Good call, son. The time is now. What in the world of strike? Against the odds. The time has come. Prepare for a chain attack. Right. I'm feeling it.
Alright, here we go. Gonna really take it to him. Alright.
Ricky, don't mess up.
Leave it to Hero Pod.
Let's see. I'm gonna lose the chain either way. Ah, shit. What happened, Shulk? Where were you?
Ricky, that's the spirit. You're not invincible. Nice and down. Stay calm. Stay focused.
Okay.
From Gale Slash. Worldly Slash.
Thank you, Ricky. Getting serious time. Chain attack chance time.
I can make this work. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna need some help over here, guys.
We're under too much pressure here.
How can this be?
Oh, that's fine. I've got a really full party gauge. And 3 whole meters.
We haven't lost yet. We need your strength. Monado, save us from harm. Now.
The real fight starts now, Ricky.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Backslash. I'm feeling it.
Alright. Yeah, the only time it's game over is if, well, the whole party wipes, or if you don't have at least one bar up in the top left. I really do appreciate that. Shulk is probably going to bite the big one. I was hoping I could get away from the area of effects, but
Get a hold of yourself.
I'm just going to let Shulk take the fall there. Alright. And then I'm going to encourage Shulk.
Come on, you can do it. I'm all right, thank you. That's what I need. Use the chain attack and finish this.
Felt really nice to finish him off with a kick.
The Monado is too much.
Yes, this is the power of the Monado. You wanted it, so now you can have it, Bunker!
I'm better than all of you. You're the one who's finished.
Die! Stop! Get out of my way, Shulk!
It's Munkar. He's not a Mechon.
Have you forgotten everything he's done? Where is your killer instinct? Now is the time!
I hate him, Dunban, for what he did to Fiora and the Emperor. So of course I want to get my revenge.
Shulk.
But Face Mekon are not like the others. They're people. Like us. Are you really willing to kill another Homs?
Yes, sometimes needs must.
Even if it's Fiora? What then? When we set out, I wanted to destroy all Mekon. That was my aim. But now, I know that there are people inside. I have to know why. What's the reason for all of this? Why do Bionis and Mekonis have to keep on fighting? I have to find out why!
So, that is your fight.
That's fair scenario.
Dunban!
I will never forgive what he's done. And yet, your words, they ring true. I feel their weight. We have to help Fiora now. We'll worry about the rest later.
Right.
I like the use of the Monado's aura as a symbol for Dunban's rage.
You always have to have the last word. Just die!
No!
Just
Don't move!
die!
Mumka!
No! No! Not like this!
Mumka! You went too far, you fool.
Yeah, you could say he was hoisted by his own petard. Sort of. I mean, he blew up. So.
They are of surprisingly little use, those visions.
Because he could not save his majesty. That was within the margin of fate. It was not Shulk's fault.
So you side with the boy?
Did you find anything out?
I did. It is most fascinating, this spear. The green fluid alters and destroys the structure of the ether, which is the building block of life on Bionis. It appears to have been created from ether energy drawn from the blood of the Bionis.
Could that explain the ether flowing through Sword Valley?
I do not think it is the only reason, but it is too early to draw conclusions.
I didn't notice the green teeth, but now that you pointed out scenario.
Antibodies is a simple matter. We will be ready.
It's like when you shine a
Why did you have to
what you call it, black light.
You know how he discusses.
Only it's green.
We must respect our elders.
And I know there's
Dixon has
technically no such thing as ultra green. But we'll just say that that's what it is.
At least he's out of the way. Now we just need to get inside.
They're in there. Fiora and the Golden Mekon. Fiora!
Shulk! What's up?
Did you see something?
No.
You did see something.
Shulk is such a bad liar.
All right. It was the Silver Mekon. Fiora. She's definitely inside the fortress.
All right. At least we know what to expect.
So, Fiora is inside. I can't let that vision come true. I have to save her.
Oh yeah, you know, sometimes you just say people's names. For no reason at all. Alright, so let's see. How do I want to get in there? I think I want to go... Alright. I mean, I've already gotten in there once, so you'd think I'd remember, but, oops. Oh well. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can survive that. Then as for getting in, oh no, melee units. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right about that scenario. Because I've said before that I'm really not a fan of controlling Rhine. So it probably wasn't a good idea to try to do that anyway. Guess I was just picking on Sharla for no good reason. Sorry, Sharla. Alright, I'll take out the destruction unit though. It is right in the way.
Everyone, do your best. Hey?
Winning! Thank you, Ricky time.
Done that. Awesome.
Ricky do better than anyone.
Leave this to me. Against the odds. I'm really feeling it. We can definitely do the fight. You're not invincible.
Yeah. All of that tracks, I think, with my experiences. Oh, shit.
Ricky. Split edge. Steel clash. Electric gutbuster.
Ricky sneaky!
We can definitely do this.
Ricky here to save the day!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay. Right, so what I did last time was I just frickin' goodbye right off the ledge. Because I cannot be bothered to figure out the proper way. If it gets me where I want to go, it works. That's the real way. Yeah. That slowdown's getting me. Alright, I think I can turn things up a little bit more. Oh, wait. Alright, that should do it. Alright. My timing is just off, but it's fine.
Ricky, find goodies!
Noise canceller. Well, whatever. All these things want to fight.
You're not invincible. Nicely done. All right, do it. Time is coming.
Oh wait. Oh shit, this thing has toppled spikes, doesn't it?
Just what I needed.
Okay.
We can definitely do it. We're setting the pace. Grab on. Looks like we're setting the pace.
Okay.
Prepare for our fury. Ricky, don't mess up.
Here, Ricky, go! Fighty! Fighty! Shulk, go now!
Okay, my turn. How do you like that?
Yahoo!
Just like old times. Born in a world of strife.
Monster!
Against the odds. We choose to fight. Blossom dance.
Fighty!
Whirlwind. Thanks. Stay calm. Stay focused.
Alright. That's...
Ricky's full of strength!
Come on. There we go.
Victory is sweet. Nice job.
Ricky like fighting easy monsters!
You know what, Ricky? Same. I, too, like fighting easy monsters.
Let's go. Everyone, do your best.
Sidekicks, try hard!
This will make a whirlwind. Steel splash. Yeah. Figure
You copy Fusto's
Leave this to me. Now's perfect for a chain attack. Power of the Monarch.
Alright, here we go.
Steel strike. Ricky, don't mess up.
Here, Ricky, go! All fall down! Crash! Shulk!
Leave it to me.
Damn it, Shulk.
Stream it. We can definitely do this. How do you like that?
Threw myself off. That's fine.
We are at one with the battlefield. We choose to fight. Blossom dance. Split end. Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. You never stood a chance.
Alright.
Everyone do good!
But we mustn't be careless.
Well, before I forget, Collectopedia. I've even got a full category. Good footing, don't care. I can't even remember if you need anything from these collectibles. I mean, I'm sure you probably do for some quests later on, but I don't recall them, or recall it being like a super important quest. Anyway, here we are. The back entrance to Galahad Fortress.
Here's our way in.
There's no turning back.
We can't let them find us. Let's move.
Right.
Well, I hope you liked the look of Ether, because there's going to be a whole lot of it.
Fiora's in here somewhere. Let's get looking. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm ready for anything. I'll trash any Mechon that tries to mess with us.
If I didn't know better, I'd say Ryan had the good sense to keep his voice down a little. Alright. Construction unit, that's fine. It's probably going to be hard to hear over all the battle noise. Well, we've got a new battle theme going on here. God, yeah. Exactly. He's not entirely like Ryuji, no. God, Ryuji. I love him, but he's such a dumbass.
I can see that you're in pain.
Nothing can beat Ricky.
Dunban, you're embarrassing Ricky.
Oh boy. Alright, well, let's go get the thing. I'm still not happy about this battle. This battle is kind of rude. Look at these supply units right here. I have to kill the Sentinel Mechon here. But starting a battle will automatically aggro these supply units. So, let's try this at full speed. Or close to it. Like I said, close to it. Oh. I dazed myself somehow. Okay. Okay. How do I want to play this? We'll start with good old this.
Don't mess up.
Inflict the debuff. Ah.
How do you like that? Just like old times.
Ricky was cool, though.
This isn't going well. Gale flash. Let's
Yeah, Ryuji's just... He's got no sense of discretion whatsoever. You know what?
Time to prove your mettle as a hero.
Make nice future. Hero's job.
Alright, well that's the hard part out of the way. He's got a lot of aggro on him. Watch out, Ricky. It feels weird to be saying it, but I do wish the battle noise was, you know, quieter, because this is such a good fight theme. God, what is it called? Mechanical Rhythm, I think, is the name, if you want to look it up and listen to it on your own time. Alright. Got some stellar armor, but no slots in it. Cloud Cutlass. I'll have to remember that one. Alright, I want to double check the Collectopedia here because... Well, maybe it'll be fine. Oh wait, I gotta use the key on the lock before I can open the door or something. Also, I haven't spent my art points in a while. I should probably do that. Look at all that. 18,000 saved up? That's a lot. What would be good? Gale Slash is as cooled down as I can get it. Turn up Worldly Slash and Steel Strike, I think. Yeah, that will do it. What about you, Ricky? Oh! I think I want to put this on. Peekaboo. Confuse Mechon. When you use it as a side attack. What can I put on instead of that? I don't really care about paralysis right now. Just imagine just playing Peekaboo with a robot, and it works. It actually legitimately confuses it. Alright, Shulk. I still feel like Shield is... Well, Shield is probably fine as it is. What else you got? I'll leave Shulk where he is. That's fine. Why not? Yeah, there we go. Getting to 8th tier Summon Bolts. Still want to max that out sooner or later. Power effect. I forgot about this. What the hell does that do? Oh, doubles the range. Well, I don't really use Melia for the auras on her buffs, so we'll leave that off. Anything that reduces the cooldown of Starlight Kick is good for me. It's aces in my book.
Where are we?
Looks like the control room for an ether blast furnace. There, look at that.
So this is what supplies the Mechon with ether energy.
Shulk, what's that? Oh, looks like fun. Ricky want to ride?
We didn't come here to mess about, Furball. Time to bounce on.
Hold on. If we can stop that piston, we might be able to shut down the blast furnace.
Nice idea. Cut off the Mekon's ether supply.
Ricky say we try.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to stop something that massive?
If we can stop the turbines driving the piston, it should work. And the turbines should be nearby.
Right. Let's search for them.
So, yeah, no big deal. Just about to shut down a blast furnace. One to the north, one to the south. How convenient. Oh, hey. Oh. Well, I guess Glacier Akon has something to say about it.
We can definitely do this! You're not invincible!
Alright, does he have toppled spikes? He does not. beautiful.
Born in the world of fun! Against the odds! We are to fight! Time to show our true power. Eat this! Good! We're moving as one! Steel strike! We can definitely do this! Now! Sledge edge! Soaring tempest! Fire flash! Backslash! Yeah, Dumba! Go for it! I'm really feeling it!
Well, I guess you could, yeah, you know what? You can call me climate change, because, I just melted that glacier.
Let's stay focused!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Dividing line. That was easy enough. Locust Spring.
Follow my lead!
Try hard.
I'm ready! I'll cut you open! We can definitely do this! Prepare for our fury!
Okay.
Ricky!
Hit upon beat enemy good. Go, peekaboo! Shoot, go now!
Okay, my turn! Sledge edge! How do you like that?
Well, so much for peekaboo.
We are at one with the battlefield! Monado, we choose to fight! Blossom dance! Steel flash! Okay, guys. Now we're putting together.
Oh good, Ricky managed to inflict Confuse on the Mechon.
I can see this isn't pushing you at
That's
all.
fun, because then it just kind of wanders around aimlessly. And it attacks its allies too, I think? Kind of been a while. Alright. So I've turned off the turbines, which means I gotta find a way to get over there. I think. Which, unsurprisingly, means I just gotta walk around, I think. Or no. I guess I gotta go back to the other corridor. Here, this is probably fine. The blast furnace conduit.
But we mustn't be careless.
Let's stay focused.
Oh, wait. Did I finally learn that skill with Ricky? No, I didn't. Okay. I was worried for a moment.
Feel the flow of battle. Monster! This'll leave a mark. Sledge edge!
Sidekicks make Ricky proud!
Alrighty. So I guess we're not really breaking this thing. Well, never mind. Well, no. Yeah, no, we're not breaking it so much as just turning it off. Which is probably fine.
We did it!
This should prevent them from mobilizing any large Mechon squads for now. Hopefully, we've improved the Allied forces' chances.
Hold steady, my brother.
Ah, unlocks new doors, huh?
Friends, here!
It looks like the door's been unlocked.
Nice. Let's get down to the blast furnace.
If we're lucky, Fiora might be down there.
Yeah, you know how it is. Just open some kind of door. I could jump down. Do I want to jump down? I want to jump down. I said I want to jump down. Look at that. I can clear that. You all saw it. I clearly had enough vertical clearance to go over the railing there. I guess I have to hoof it. Fine. Play it your way, game. You win this round. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know why. It's not like the game has been afraid of letting me jump off of cliffs before. Alright, so I believe this was the way that opened up. Yeah, this is looking right. It's probably like a sentry or some Mechon hiding around the corner that's sensitive to sound. Nope. But there are these things.
Don't lose focus!
You dare challenge Hirbon?
I'm ready!
Roly poly
Thank you, Dundar. We can definitely do this! Good, this'll make Marty as well. Yeah, all together now!
Ricky together too!
Looks like we're setting the pace.
This one soon gets sleepy. So soon finish?
Let's stay focused.
So nice. Alright. Well, there's that sound-sensitive Mechon.
Against the odds, we choose to fight. Welcome, dance. Split end. Looks like the time has come. Prepare for a chain attack. Your power runs beating it. The taste of victory is sweet.
Everyone do good!
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Excuse me, I can definitely clear that. Thank you. Hunger Crash. Alright, new landmark. Well, there's no two ways around this one.
Don't lose focus. Everyone.
But I think if I do one at a time. Oh, Jesus. That thing has 900 topple spike damage. That's a ton. Alright, so I don't want to actually topple it anymore. Got it.
Ricky! Hirbon beat enemy good! Hirbon! Choke, go now!
Got it! Backslash! Keep it up!
Be enemy good.
Okay, guys. Now we're putting together. Okay, my turn. Yeah! It's not over yet. Here I
Oh,
come.
hell yeah.
I'll cut you all to shreds. Our time is coming.
75,000 damage in the chain attack.
We did it.
Beautiful.
The time is now. Looks like we're set.
And I didn't even use any talent arts.
Your days are Gale Flash. Everyone, we can definitely do this. Battle. Now. Okay. Just one more left. One in a world of strike. Against the undead. Now perfect for a chain attack. Time to show our true power. I'm feeling a final push.
Finish fight.
This will leave a mark. I can feel the power.
That's what I like to see. Take a few cylinders while I'm here. Crystals, whatever the hell. Who cares? Oh, gotta pick up that silver chest. All these knuckle drivers. Oh, accidentally triggered the unique.
Now, use a chain attack and finish this.
Ready.
Split edge. Backslash. We can definitely do this. No good to go. You're not invincible. Monado, you got it.
Full of happy.
I've been getting carried. Magnificent attack.
Ricky do better than anyone.
Everyone,
Alright, let's... Oh, there we go. That'll do it.
prepare for our fury. I feel my power. The time is Ricky.
Leave it to Hero Pond. So go now.
Okay, my turn.
And here we go. Here's some big damage.
How's this?
Ah,
How do you like that?
it should have been big damage.
We are at one with the battlefield. Whirlwind slash.
No contest, make happy.
Get out of line.
I can't.
Go on. Ha!
That's alright.
Lost. We move at the same pace.
Hero Pond and Hero Pond invincible.
This'll leave a mark. Shake your edge.
Wait. Ah, damn it. I wasn't paying attention. I could have toppled him for longer.
Okay, guys. Now we're putting together. Focus on this moment. I'm feeling the gunbuster. Right heel. Stay calm. Stay focused. Split edge.
Winning. Thank you, Ricky.
Amateurish.
Done. You copy pushed on technique.
Just like that.
Alright.
Leave this to me. This'll leave a mark. Shake your edge. Split edge. Prepare for our fury.
Alright, so I can break.
Ricky, don't mess up.
Leave it to Hero Pond.
And topple. Maybe? No.
Okay, my turn. Backslash. It's not over yet. Ah.
Topple for real.
You cannot escape.
Leave it to Hero Pond. One more.
Okay, my turn. Not bad.
Yahoo!
We are at one with the battlefield.
Okay. Well, that went well. Blade leggings, already got those. Fish biter. Interesting. Alright, Preparation Bay. Let's go. Face maintenance bay. I don't know if I like the look of all of these guys.
Shulk, is that?
Spear ones! Loads and loads of spear mechon!
It's Fiora.
Gasp. Alright. So, don't want to actually attack Fiora. Want to attack all the Mechon around her.
We must focus our efforts. Okay. This will leave a mark. Shake your edge. Born in a world of strife.
Ah.
How's that? Sure. Very good. Inspirational. Everyone, let's go! Stream it! Come on, this will leave a mark. We need your strength.
Alright, guard units. Okay.
Chain attack chance time!
I was born
Bully, keep on rolling!
Killer Storm. I got your Killer Storm right here, Jerko.
on my mark. Electric gut bust. Ricky, don't mess up.
Hereupon beat enemy good. Hereupon breath smell rich.
Just what I need. Return it. Leave it to me. Split edge. Keep it up. Aha. Steel strike. More.
Leave it to Hereupon. To Peekaboo. Again.
Okay, my turn. Not bad.
Yahoo!
We are at one with the battlefield. We choose to fight.
Oh, almost got it.
Keep on rolling! Done. Super fast dash.
Just like that. Leave this to me.
And now what's happening? High energy cannon. Less than ideal, but actually that's not that bad.
Time to prove your mettle as a hero.
Hereupon will save day. Ricky sidekicks to Ricky full of strength.
Alright.
Ricky's friends winning.
We must focus our efforts. I've been getting there. Take your edge.
Stay calm. Stay focused. Ricky, keep your guard up.
Alright. Almost got it. That should do it.
Just one more left.
Alright, cool.
Stop! Don't you recognize Shulk? Fiora! Fiora, please! Don't you remember us at all?
It's no use. Everyone, it's time to retreat.
Got it.
Understood.
Move, Shulk.
I mean, They say she doesn't remember, but... Oh, okay, there's that. Never mind.
You alright? Yeah. I think so. What do we do now, Shulk? We ain't gonna last long here.
Fiora! Try and remember! It's us!
I pity you. Without the power of that sword, I doubt you would ever have made it this far. Apocrypha, activate.
What is...
Mate, what's going on? What's happened to the Monado?
Look out!
Shulk!
I'm... okay.
Shulk, wait here.
Attaboy, Rhine. Except that was just one. Oops.
Fiora! Stop this right now! How could you? Shulk came here to save you!
Pirate Dad is
Do
mad.
you hear me? Fiora!
Very mad.
You must run.
Fiora! Fiora! Or... whoever you are.
Please, run. The machine is not under my control.
Not under your control? Is it him?
Most surprising. I admit I never expected such resistance to becoming a faith.
Egil.
Fiora! What have you done to her?
From the moment of their creation, all Mechon are mine to control. Should a passenger defy me, I force it to obey.
Why make Homs into Mechon? Why are you making them attack Bionis?
If you wish to know, you have only to submit yourself to me. All will become clear when you attack Bionis with a new body born of Mechonis.
Never! Who would ever submit to you?
Forget about him. We have to get out of here.
But what about Fiora?
If we die here today, she will be lost forever.
Choose. I have rendered the Monado useless. You have no hope of victory or escape.
You chunk of scrap! So it was you who did that to the Monado!
The Monado is a tool that regulates the waves of the very ether from which the world is formed. Therefore, it can be counteracted simply by releasing opposing waves.
But how can you?
The questions end here. Hand over the Monado. After all, it is no longer of use to you.
There you have it. Simple, destructive interference.
If the Monado really is powerless, then why would you want it for yourself? I will never give it to you. Never!
Then make your choice. Be crushed by my fist, or slain by your old friend.
Egil!
Well, I think the choice is obvious. We're gonna beat up the gold one. Oh wait. That... That actually might not be a good idea. Oops.
Time to show our truth. The time is now.
Oh, we'll give him a chain attack, see what happens.
Prepare for our fury. Ricky, don't mess up.
Hereupon beat enemy good.
This is probably a very poor decision, but
It's not over yet.
Here I come. Timing is everything. Remember that.
We did it.
One in the world of fight. Against the odds. We choose to fight.
alright.
We need full power, Ricky.
Stream
We can definitely do this.
You may be right, Ricky.
We need full power, Ricky.
Maybe I really am supposed to take on Nemesis? I don't remember. I'm gonna take on Nemesis because that's an easier fight.
We need your strength. I will draw Time to show our truth.
So I just want to point out that the Monado is not powerless. It very clearly is powered up right now. Because here's the thing about destructive interference, about releasing opposing waves to cancel out another set of waves. As long as you just increase the amplitude of the first set of waves, then the destructive waves, well, then they won't eliminate them altogether. Alright, did I start off with a Gale Slash first? I should have, but I don't remember if I did.
Leave it to Heropon. Heropon breath smell grip.
Just what I needed. Okay, my turn.
Ah, but I cannot activate the Monado. No Monado arts. That's the trick. Okay.
It's not over yet.
Steel strike.
Ah, immune to topple, of course.
Remember that.
Ricky was cool, eh?
We did it.
One in the world of fight. Against the odds. We choose to
Okay. That's good.
I cannot allow this. That boy is at risk.
Shulk, don't let him die. Help Shulk. Help them.
Who are you?
This is the end. Heir to the Monado.
Whoever you are, please lend me your strength. I won't let you do this!
Fiora! How dare you defy me? Worthless machine!
Fiora!
Egil. No matter how much you yearn for revenge,
I will not permit you to have your way.
The Monado? But how?
Well, well.
No, stop!
Please, survive.
Will you die for them? What is this?
Fiora! Not good! Let's get out of here! Shulk! Where are you? Shulk, get back here! Fiora! Shulk, no!
The power of that face. No, that is not possible. It cannot be.
Ah, but it is. But what is it? Well,
The fortress has collapsed? What of Melia? And Shulk?
The observation was based solely on long-range intelligence. We cannot be any more specific.
You don't need to worry about them.
But...
Take it easy. I've got a pretty good idea where they are. If you're gonna attack, you better do it now. Their fortress ain't completely destroyed. Or do we just sit here and wait to die?
Shall I perform the divination ritual now?
Forgive me, Seer. That will not be necessary. From now on, we will seize our destiny with our own hands.
We don't need to see the future. The Mechon forces are on their way. No doubt about it. I like the look in your eye there, lad. It's time. This is war!
so, looks like we've hit our system save point. And I think that is a good stopping point for today. What happens to everyone? Well, you'll just have to tune in next time. Should be Friday. Back to my normal time, I think. In the meantime, I'll get this going up on YouTube. And I'm so glad I figured out that slowdown problem. Because, my God, that was not fun. I'm glad I got to do all of this the way it should be, more or less. So, I hope you all had fun. And I am going to... Well, just going to... Yeah. Click that stop recording.